Well, salt is very important. And you have lots of options. And the process to build the negatives is similar. You know, it's not the same negative for each process.
Alhambra. Oh man, I'm going to call my friends from Temple City and San Marino and we're going to rumble.
Actually, there's an Alhambra in Southern California. This is the Northern California. I've gotten a couple.
I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
All right, we got 6 minutes going on here. Wait for our egg timer to ding. So, yeah. So, okay, we have our ferric oxalate solution. This is the light-sensitive compound. It's fairly cheap. It's got iron in it. When the iron is exposed to light, it will bond with your palladium and platinum solutions. And then when you hit it with the developer, it will reduce out where the light is struck and bonded to the platinum palladium. It will reduce it and leave a black platinum and palladium behind, which is what makes your final image. So we count these out in specific proportions, and then coat our paper, and then we let it dry, and then contact print it in the UV exposure box after that. And palladium raw chemicals that are inert and considered, it would be like eating, you know how they make gold leaf cake?
Yeah, or like...
You could do that with platinum and palladium too.
You could eat it?
You could eat it if you want to. You could swallow it and just
pass it on?
Just goes right out through, yeah. So it's fairly non-toxic, most of what we're doing. Developer they use it in sports drinks, they add it to Gatorade. You could develop a print in Powerade or Gatorade if you needed to and ran out of developer. Yeah, it's got the electrolytes that are in the Gatorade acts as a developer because it's acidic.
That's awesome.
So yeah, go get some orange Gatorade and you can develop your prints. So our first step, we have all of our chemistry here. And then our platinum solution here is a high contrast platinum that we use that will give the print a little better fine line grain and then fine line detail, smaller grain, and it reduces the chances of solarization, so you get a deeper, richer black image. And so this one, I'm just going to use 4 drops of this because it's the expensive platinum.
American Cyanamid was one of the larger producers.
And then I use what's called Queen 20. It's similar to Kodak Photo Flow. It breaks the surface tension without thinning the solution, so it spreads easier, and I don't end up with crazy brush strokes all over everything. So I start working back and forth and back and forth. And then I'll see that the brush strokes will start to even out and they'll start to flow together. You'll see brush strokes at first, and then as you pass over them, they self-level. You'll want to work it in for a minute or so. You'll feel on the brush that it'll start to drag a little bit, and you'll see that it's starting to dissolve some of the vegetable gelatin sizing on the surface, and you know you're really working it into the paper. Then you can kind of see the paper start to buckle and change shape a little bit as it absorbs the emulsion. That's good. That shows that we're getting a good coating on there. When I start to see that the brush strokes aren't flowing as quickly, I know that I'm at the point to where 5 minutes it'll be dry enough that we can print it. I like to print it when I feel the back and it still feels cool, but there's no shine to it. I know at that point there's just a little bit of moisture trapped in there, and that actually the platinum likes just a little bit of moisture in the paper. It facilitates that ghost image that you see when it comes out of the box, and that ghost image actually is good because where it's turned dark, that masks and it turns dark in your shadow areas, and that black actually masks it and keeps it from exposing more, so that you can print down your highlights and get highlight detail, but your shadows are slowing down. The more you expose it, the slower your shadows get, so you can still get really nice shadow detail while burning in your eye. Alright, so we've got an image that just came out of the exposure unit. You can see it's a girl next to the horse. The color has changed around the edge. You can definitely see it started to spontaneously develop around the outside. So
And is this just like concentrated light?
it's a 350 nanometer ultraviolet tubes.
Okay.
So they're actually meant for growing weed or or getting a suntan. They come from
it's like a
Holland.
sunlight.
It's basically they're suntan lamps.
Yeah, okay.
But these ones come out of Holland and for indoor gardening.
Well, yeah, like for tomatoes and
Yeah,
asparagus.
exactly. What Holland's known for is their indoor tomatoes.
Tomatoes, how long does it stay?
I would say 45 seconds to a minute,
And that's developer?
and that's the developer.
And then what's the second one?
This
Mixer?
one
Or the
is
stop bath?
my own home brew of Kodak Hypoclear. So it contains EDTA and sodium bisulfite are the main ingredients, and it forms a mild acid that you can stick your hands in. They use it. It's the same. It's food additives basically.
What would be like the analogy for like a dark room? Like is it the fixer, the stop bath? or
No,
like
it
a
would
mix
definitely
of
be.
it?
It would definitely be your final wash.
Okay.
Is what you would. This would be similar to. I don't know if there really is an equivalent in silver. Maybe kind of like your fix because it will remove.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this is. We still have a little bit of yellow. If we notice that the image area